Sorry, are you saying driving a car isn't a car because you use gasoline? You are giving me the gasoline, you fucking British motherfucker.
Sense.
Call an Uber, bitch. Yeah. Oh, shotgun.
But you'll kill a child.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You turn, looking directly into camera, and say, well, welcome back to Binge and Cringe. Woo! It's us. We're here. And
oh, I'm so full because I've been binging. Oh, fuck. If only I could cringe
I've been
more.
watching too much Stanz and I've been cringing. Oh, no.
No! You hear a gunshot? I don't talk to them.
Hey, speaking of gunshots,
Excuse?
Drake and Kendrick beef.
Yes.
I thought as just a little cheeky little opener, Stanz. Explain to me the Drake and Kendrick beef as though, like in terms of Glee.
In terms of Glee?
Yeah.
Oh, this is... Okay. In terms of Glee.
Just so you know, I did a tweet that was this, because I thought of a funny tweet because loads of tweets like were happening. So I searched for someone asking that on Twitter.
Oh, that's
and someone,
so cringe.
But then someone did ask it, so I was able to quote retweet it with my funny thing. But you go, you cook, and then I'll show you my tweet.
Oh, okay. I would say if I was explaining the Drake-Kendrick beef, but in Glee terms, this would be... Oh my God, this is tough. It's like Rachel, and who's a character that doesn't get much? It's like Rachel and Tina, maybe. No, it's actually more like Rachel and probably Quinn. At first, because everyone's thinking it's Schue and it's fucking Jane Lynch. But that's not true. That's like not the case.
Yeah,
this,
of course.
right?
It would be weird if you tweet that one.
That would be weird. That would be weird. In fact, I think that's ridiculous to even think about as someone who is a Glee aficionado at this point.
Okay.
It's like Rachel and Quinn got in a fight, right? But here's the deal. While sometimes we are meant to like Quinn and it's like blonde hair, blue eyes, white woman, that's Drake. It's like we don't necessarily fuck with this because Rachel's the GOAT. You know what I mean?
You are fucking insane to think that out of the two, that Rachel would be the fucking Kendrick.
Rachel is Kendrick Lamar. Because Quinn is pop music. Quinn is what we're all meant to like. Yes, dude.
Rachel being Kendrick is like, I know how much you like Rachel and how much you like Kendrick, but that is
so it makes sense.
That is blasphemous to Kendrick. That's crazy.
Oh, which character do you think actually would hold? The only one that I can think of is Adele Delzeme, bro.
Well,
I don't know who.
If I was initially gonna go down when I was doing my tweet, well, I'll hold on. I'll share my screen with you and I'll show you my fucking tweet. Give me a second.
Oh, Binge and Cringers. I got a haircut. Check that out. That's something new that happened.
People love that. People are clamoring over your haircut.
Holy shit. Hey, Baba Booey in the comments if you like my haircut.
I'm going to edit that out specifically so people don't comment Baba Booey. The person deleted their tweet, so you can't even see.
They were like, the responses were all so cringe that I don't want to even think about them.
So this was my version of the tweet, but the person I quote retweeted deleted their tweet, so it doesn't really hold up anymore, but here you go.
Will Schuester got annoyed at Sue Sylvester for always trying to ruin the Glee Club. Sue called Will a pedophile. Hope that helps. You think that Sue is Ken? Honestly, I might be down.
So when I was initially thinking of this, I was like, well, Rachel's like main character, right? So I should do Rachel. And then I was thinking, who would she be beefing with? Santana. Dude, Santana is, if I had to choose, Santana is the Kendrick for sure. But
you've seen in the future, so this is an impossibility.
Yeah.
No one who's seen almost all of season 1 would think that.
She's nowhere close to being like up with she's not one of the big three. We'll say that right now. Whereas she definitely ends up being. So yeah, I have a little bit of future knowledge, but I do think that the Will comparison makes sense for being Drake because he is like the pop guy. He was meant to be Justin Timberlake in the show, so that I feel like Justin Timberlake and Drake are kind of like two sides of the same coin kind of vibe. They're both very like pop artists. And then the whole Will being a pedophile.
That's a thing that just happened.
That's literally like, there's a whole fucking episode about Rachel being like, hey, I want to have sex with you. And it's really creepy and weird.
And him kind of like leaning into it.
Yeah, there's a whole. He's like fucking in the arms of a woman. You're a baby in disguise or something like that. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
In the arms of a baby, you're a woman in disguise.
So true. But yeah, that was the meme. Anyway, we don't need to talk about this for much longer. Who did you say again? I said,
and I actually stand
Quinn.
by this. Quinn and Rachel
now.
Because I think Quinn is like, it's like industry plant. You know what I mean? Like Drake came up through that way, the same way that Quinn did. Had all the advantages in life.
Fair. It's not too bad, I guess. Anyway, let's move on to Stanz. I hate to say it.
You hate to say? Oh, it's in the Zeitgeist.
I love to say it, actually.
I think it's actually been in the Zeitgeist twice, unironically. It's hard for me to be a hater when it's like, damn, that is crazy.
It's like, I have to say, definitely started as a meme, and then every week there's like a new thing. This is also, I actually didn't prepare this, but let me find it, because it was so fucking funny. Someone literally tweeted the other day, why are Glee tweets getting so much juice right now? What's happening? Seriously, what is up with Glee tweets getting so much traction these days? Because this tweet was just, this cover is such a slay, and it's got 500,000 views.
Yeah, and it's just literally a clip of Glee.
Yeah, it is a slay, I will say. And Darren Chris, hello, Blaine, killing it. The reason that I was bringing Glee being in the Zeitgeist up, Stanz, apart from the fact that it's true, is the poll for our next movie. I don't know if you saw, I put up a post on the Patreon.
I voted in Discord, that is, by saying what I wanted.
You voted in Discord?
Yeah, remember I was like, everyone vote for this.
I don't actually remember you saying that, which is crazy.
I was like, I want to watch Les Mis.
Oh, yes, you did, yeah. It did not work. Les Mis has 10% of the votes, but the poll will still be up, so anyone that hasn't gone on it, who isn't following on Discord or Patreon, if you're not, that's crazy, but go
Pitch Perfect is killing it, just to be clear.
Pitch Perfect is number one, and it was really close between Greatest Showman and Pitch Perfect for a long time.
Sorry, I just found out some breaking news. It's free to vote on the poll, and all I have to do is go to patreon.com/binge and cringe, and then you can choose what we watch. You can literally be a god amongst our Grecian pantheon, choosing the way we look and dress. I don't know. I'm trying to help you get people on the Patreon. Is this not helpful?
So this is very helpful, Stanz. Pitch Perfect is winning, and there is a reason, because there has been a rivalry recently between Pitch Perfect and Glee.
Can't compare them. That's ridiculous.
I don't think you can compare them, and I think it is ridiculous. However, the way you're saying it makes me think you're on Pitch Perfect's side.
No. Sorry. When I say you can't compare them, it's not because like one is way better. It's because they are literally two different things. One is a trilogy of movies, and one is a
obviously they're different
show.
mediums, but I think it's fine to compare them. It makes sense to compare them. You're insane for thinking that two songs that are covers, they're musicals that do covers that are like teenagers in a group, in a Glee choir group.
The way that you tell stories is different on network television and in movies. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, but you can... Anyway, you're insane for thinking you can't compare them, but that's whatever.
Can't even think of how to do it.
Someone posited the question, who is better, on Twitter.
Okay.
And as you can see here, who would win? And it's the New Directions on the left, and it is the Bella somethings. I can't remember.
Wow, so I know which side you're on.
Well, yeah, because we have a fucking Glee podcast, dude. Of course.
Wait, I'm going to ask something. This doesn't have to make the cut, but I have a feeling I know the answer. Have you seen Pitch Perfect?
Yes.
Okay. Whew.
Wait, I thought you hadn't?
I thought you had not watched it, because the way you were talking, I was like, wait.
No.
Is this
no. Let me just so you understand. Pitch Perfect is a very good movie, very fun, and I love some of the covers in them. I've never seen 2 or 3, but I think I've seen some of the songs from 2 and 3, and I do actually like the performances and stuff. So I am a Pitch Perfect fan.
Fair enough. You have more than enough backing information.
Yeah, just not the same extent as Glee. But I think that's because I've not really wanted to watch 2 and 3 because I've heard they're not as good, and 1 was like a good film, and I'm really looking forward to watching it, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not as huge and fucking a cultural icon as Glee is. And That is evident from the response on Twitter. As you'll see here, Stanz, this tweet has 700 likes, but 5 million views.
That's crazy. Yeah, how did that happen? I was looking at the comments, too. 50 comments for 5 million views?
Yeah,
why was this shown to everyone, but no one answered?
It's because it has 900 quote retweets from people, every single person basically just going, Glee clears, dude. There's not even a comparison.
Really?
What the fuck are you on about?
Okay,
which I'd like to add, it's not necessarily that the show is better than the movie. It's comparing the teams, as in the Bellas, their performances versus the New Directions and their performances. Who would win in a riff-off or like a regionals or a sectionals?
Sure. I think that New Directions would probably win.
And in a similar fashion, people were then comparing the guy group from Pitch Perfect with the guy group from Glee, the Warblers, who you've kind of seen now.
I saw one clip from when we were talking about Darren Criss drama,
Yeah, because if you haven't seen, we did a main channel Stanz video on Glee, which is very sick.
It's in the Zeitgeist.
It's in the Zeitgeist, and it's doing well. I will say, if there's any proof that we need of it being in the Zeitgeist, is that video.
I'll take a 7 out of 10. You know what? It's close.
Anyway, lots of people had lots of thoughts about these. And I got 2 tweets just so you can get the general gist of what's going on here.
This would be embarrassing for the Barden Bellas. I'm sorry, it's just not even close.
And that has 2.8 million views. Just someone saying it's not even close.
46,000 likes.
Yeah, that's like, if you're trying to say that it's not in the Zeitgeist now, this isn't even comparing it to something that's like pop culture relevant that's happening currently. This is just discourse about the 2 films. Well, the film and in Glee, the series.
Oh, yeah, Becca, Aubrey, and Chloe found dead in a ditch. Cause of death, lost so fucking hard. And then it's just a Glee clip. Like they owned it. That's funny, dude.
Yeah, it's so sick. This is the one talking about Blaine Anderson, which is very funny.
Yeah. Hey, people love Blaine. That's the thing about him. Although there was one comment on my channel that was like, ugh, here's the thing about Blaine. I like him, but he does gay bait a lot. And it was like, oh, interesting.
Well, no, you're mixing up Darren and Blaine.
I'm sorry. Who the fuck is Blaine?
Well, that's the character he played, right? Darren is the human being. He doesn't.
Sorry,
Blaine
I didn't
doesn't
mix them up. Then we're on this. Sorry, Blaine doesn't gay bait. You
but
don't know
Blaine
that about
is
Blaine,
gay, so he can't bait it because he is.
You
gay.
You didn't watch season 5, buddy. Blaine reveals that he's been straight the whole time.
No, season 5, Blaine does something much worse. People were coming at me for saying that, not in the video. Live for me going on about how much people like Blaine because they ruin his character later on and he does some crazy shit but you wouldn't, even if I told you what he does, you wouldn't even understand because you haven't met Blaine and you haven't really met the character that he gets involved with. There's some crazy shit. They ruin his character basically, but if you just imagine him from like season 2 and 3, it's great and we love Blaine.
Right. Again, I don't know him. I don't even know him at all. So
I don't even know who you are. It's the fucking elevator scene. Mad Men.
I don't think of you at all.
Yeah. So that was the Zeitgeist thing. I thought it'd be cool to bring up because the next movie we're going to watch is probably going to be Pitch Perfect, unless there's an insane shift in the polls from this point till the next time I look at this for when we're going to do a movie.
For the people, I have not seen The Greatest Showman or Les Mis. I would like to watch both of them. I did rent The Greatest Showman from a Redbox, and Rochelle and I watched the first musical number, and we're like, don't think it's for us, and returned it. So we'd have to get a second try.
That's a crazy story. That's so funny. Yeah, you rented it and went, this isn't for us, and stopped watching, even though you've already rented it. That's insane.
That's one of the things that I have been working on as an adult is understanding sunk costs. If I don't like something, stopping. I also did it with have you seen the movie The Gentleman? What is it? It's like a fucking
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie. I watched 30 minutes of that and I just left. I was like, Rochelle was like, I'm gonna keep watching it. And I was like, all right, see ya.
Wait, you left but Rochelle stayed?
We watched it at home. It wasn't like a movie. It was just I left the room. Yeah.
That would be insane. I was like, what the fuck are you gonna do for the next hour?
Call an Uber, bitch. Yeah, I don't know what we do.
Well, I do want to add that I made this list because we're gonna watch all of these. The fact that all of them have
I don't
a vote
want to watch
is good.
Lemonade. Actually, I wanna cut off Lemonade Mouth.
Well, it's got more votes than Camp Rock, and I think we have to watch Camp Rock at some point. So people want Lemonade Mouth more than that, right?
But I don't want to watch Lemonade Mouth because we had the Veil on this podcast, and he made us watch a movie, and I hated it, and it was actually just
he made us watch Morbius.
It wasn't fun.
It was fun.
I don't want that to happen again.
It wasn't fun for you. But I had a great time, and I think people watching also had a great time. And it's now on Disney Plus, so I think I'm going to try and make a version that automatically syncs with the extension.
I see.
The same with Twilight series, because that's recently been put on Disney Plus as well. So hopefully we can make those all sync up using the extension. Anything that does get added, I will try and make like an extension version. But yeah, so stay tuned for those. And we will be watching Lemonade Mouth. And if we do, we will bring the Veil on to watch it, because I think he'd kill me if we didn't.
I'm making lemonade face right now.
Great, good. Well, I can picture it perfect. If you pardon the pun.
Picture it, very nice, bro.
Stanz, I have a challenge for you for the rest of this podcast.
Challenge me, dude. You know the best challenge would be like, hey, walk away from your computer and go live a happy, healthy life. for
the next 50 years.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you like to think that you're an actor, Stanz.
Oh my God. Here's the thing is like, I don't even know if I'm an actor, because what is life but not God's big stage? You know what I mean?
Okay. Can I get the challenge of walking away from my set now?
Thank you.
I want to fucking jump off a bridge. No, you think, and you've... So every time that I've mentioned this on the podcast and in your streams or whatever, you get so fucking annoyed. Actually annoyed. You can't seem to comprehend jokes about you being an actor, because for some reason you think that because you've done a couple of things that were like not bad. I'm not trying to say that you were fucking cringe or whatever, but like you haven't done any real acting ever. Like none of it's actually acting. And for me to then joke that you're not
parts,
good.
Only small people. That's what they say. No matter, hey, if you're saying that's a sandwich, you're still acting. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, and then for me to go, you randomly mentioned the Titanic, and I was like, the Titanic's not even that good. And then you got like really fucking, you went, right, this is the point that I'm gonna fucking, this is the hill I'm dying on, you know?
Yeah.
It was very funny. So I thought
the thing is, as an actor, I channel my pain and my hate. So is this not just you? You're thinking this is about you.
But that doesn't count as acting. If it's how you feel in real life,
it's everyone.
I'm
channeling that. Sorry, are you saying driving a car isn't a car because you use gasoline? You are giving me the gasoline. Sorry, petrol. You fucking British motherfucker. I've got the petrol in my system
words
that is based on vitriol that you have
Let me finish. I am going to give you the fuel then if you want. I will give you the means to be able to show me how good an actor you are. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 lines that I want you to deliver. I will give you context around the lines. I will set the scene for you. As I'm setting the scene, you can, like imagine yourself in the character and start getting. You can start the acting even before you've seen the line. Is what I'm saying.
Of course.
As a method actor like yourself, you should be used to that kind of stuff. And then I will send you the line in Discord. So I will set the scene for you, and then I will copy and paste the line. So you get ready, get in your acting mode, and then look at Discord, and then
got it.
You got to be ready to deliver the line.
Okay, tell me about the scene.
A lot of these will be like these are lines or like settings from a movie. But I'm not going to give you. I'm just going to give you your character. If you have any preconceived notions from the from the show or from the movie, that might like divert you in the wrong direction. So I'm just going to describe it, and you will probably be able to figure out the context. Okay?
Got it. Okay. I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
Okay. You're on a big boat with the love of your life. Your eyes are closed, and she's holding onto your waist. Wait, no, he's holding onto your waist. You have your arms out like a cross, like you're Jesus on the cross.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
And your partner says, open your eyes. And you say, Sorry, it won't. And you say,
Sorry, I say. Okay, sorry. So I'm presuming my partner's name is Jack. Sorry, I don't want to come into this with any preconceived notion.
Yeah. You deliver the line. You know what it is. I've given you everything you need.
Okay. I'm flying, Jack.
Bravo! And he wins the Oscar. Woo!
One of 323 to go. Because I will be getting sound design.
This next one is from the same movie, Stanz. Okay.
Okay.
You have, however, switched characters. Just for your context.
Right.
You're in the middle of the ocean, swimming away from a huge ship that you were on. It's crashed into an iceberg.
Yeah.
The love of your life is beside you. It's freezing cold, and you're both looking for some way to get out of the water.
I see. Yeah.
I'll give you maybe some time if you want to act that bit out. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't see you, so I don't know
okay.
what you're doing.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Just
You come across a huge piece of wreckage that's clearly big enough to fit both of you on. Mm-hmm. Your partner gets on.
Clearly big enough to fit both of us on?
Yeah, clearly. It's like evidently huge.
Okay.
Your partner gets on, but as you try to get on, it tips and you fall back into the water.
Mm-hmm.
She says, sorry. She says, I don't think there's enough room for two people on this, Jack. And you say,
You a fucking moron, Rose? I'm freezing here, and there's plenty of room. I only met you 4 days ago. Move the fuck over.
hey, I love the accent. I don't remember giving the note to say that he's from Boston, but fucking love it. Hey, round of applause.
You said just to kind of go into it with no preconceived notions.
No preconceived notions. You added an aspect that I wasn't expecting, and I liked it. That was good.
Yeah, because like who would call someone a moron? The person with this accent, I think.
True. Okay, we're switching things up now. We're switching things up. You're sat in a mafia office. Italian mobster style music is playing. You kiss the cheek of your friend and family member and say,
See, here's the problem. I don't know if I should do it straight or I should do a funny voice.
you know the context. You go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna make him an offer he can refuse.
Bravo!
Oh my god, I'm killing it. Holy shit.
Okay. This one we're switching things up a little bit. Okay.
Switch me.
So get ready for the change of pace.
Yeah, I think I'm in the zone, so this is good. I think I can. A real actor can adapt.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. This is part of the test. You're climbing out of a well, being chased by the girl from The Ring.
Okay.
She's climbing.
I will tell you, I've never seen this movie, so it's gonna be tough.
This is from 2, so you're fine. She's climbing out of the well after you, and you're rushing to push a stone over the opening. She shouts out, "Mommy!"
Okay. Ooh, I didn't know you'd be doing some acting.
And you respond,
sorry, am I me? Who am I in this?
"Am I me? You are the character in the movie, Stanz."
Yeah, but I've never seen it. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman.
Well, I gave you context last time,
right
and you
now,
changed who you
I feel
are.
like I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I got a cigar in my mouth. You know what I mean?
Do it, yeah. If you feel the scene, go for it.
I ain't your fucking mommy, kid.
There we go. And it
just flows through me. That's the thing about it. It just kind of flows through me.
Just as maybe a part of ad lib. I don't know. Some actors do this kind of stuff. What would you think that your character would do next? This is off the script.
Oh, shotgun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I got the I'm like a turn. I ain't your fucking mommy, kid. Actually, maybe now that I say it, it's like revolver. I spin it on my finger.
Oh, kind of Western style. Okay, I like it.
Yeah, but like a bygone era, like was a Western guy, but now the world is just darker and grimier, and there's no honor in the West anymore.
Right. But you'll kill a child that's climbing out of a well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That is what makes it gritty.
Oh, okay. Okay, next scene. Another huge change of pace. Are you ready?
Yes.
You're stood in a battlefield, surrounded by your friends and colleagues from years and years of work and fighting.
Okay.
They're all here for one goal and one goal only.
Yes.
Defeat Thanos.
Oh, yeah.
You grab Mjolnir in one hand and your shield in the other, and proudly say,
Ant-Man fly up his butt. We're gonna split him in half.
Okay, well, no ad lib. No ad lib. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. You read the script. Read the script.
Sorry. Read the script. Sorry. I just feel like, what's my motivation, director? Okay.
I'm giving you. We're defeating Thanos, and there's no anal play involved.
Okay. I've got this one. I've got this one. This one's gonna be video. You're not gonna see it till after the fact when you look up, but I've got it.
Okay.
Avengers, assemble.
I'm gonna assume that was great, and you did it.
Oh my god! You didn't let me do the whole courage tweet.
What? Never gets old. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to go off script. I was on script. In your place.
Yeah, the thing is, do you think they told Daniel Day-Lewis that when he said, "What if Lincoln doesn't die?"
Yeah, actually, so true. I forgot that's what happened. Okay, next one. This isn't that much of a change of pace, so I think you're in the right zone. Okay.
Okay, superhero.
You're walking through a dimly lit city with a hunger passing through you. A hunger only blood can quench.
Oh.
You can't think of anything else, but with your superhuman hearing, you sense someone being mugged. You turn, looking directly into camera, and say,
"It's Morbin time."
Bravo!
Dude, I can't wait to see the video of that one. That one, you're going to love it. You're going to love it is the thing about it.
Okay, now I'm going to be honest, Stanz. I was looking up some like iconic lines that you could say and trying to find out some like memey ones and stuff. And then I've never seen this film, but I had to make you say this because it's fucking crazy. So... I don't really know the context. I gave the context that I could find in the clip because I couldn't be asked looking it up. So, you're sat in a train carriage with Adrian Brody. I don't know his character's name, but it's Adrian Brody in the clip.
Mm-hmm.
You've both been drinking, and you're feeling like you're ready to be really, really honest about this character who's sat next to you.
Mm-hmm.
You look him dead in the eyes, and you tell him...
Sorry, let me. What do I have an accent? Give me something else. What time period is this?
You can
what time period?
Kind of old timey. It looks like from the clip. I have no idea. Like late 1800s. Let's say. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. You can have any accent you want. Go for it. Go crazy.
Right. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Is this you made this up?
This is real. I'll play you the clip afterwards.
Okay, I cannot wait to see this.
Just so you know, for the podcast people, they from their perspective.
Dude, not getting video for this absolutely insane to me. If you're not getting video for this,
but also there's going to be no prompts at all giving the line until you give the line, so no one knows what you're about to say until you say it.
Right. I think you're constipated in your soul. I think you might have a really big load of grumpy, petrified poop up your soul's ass.
Holy shit! Hey, pardon the pun, but that was fucking sick. And that was like actually nearly word for word the delivery on the clip. I need to show you the clip.
You have to show me this. What movie is this? What the hell is happening here?
Brother of Bloom or something. Bloom of I don't know. Let me share my screen and then I'll pull up the clip.
I think you're constipated in your fucking soul. I think you might have a really big load of grumpy, petrified poop up your soul's ass.
I'll say, dude, you killed the line delivery.
I did better. That's what I was saying. Dude, they're throwing it in for a paycheck here, right? I see that, and I'm like, what is happening here?
I'm gonna need to check the footage for your line deliveries on like Morbin time and Morbius. That kind of stuff.
You'll love Morbius. You'll also love The Ring. I think you'll love all of them. Now that I think about it.
So I'm gonna say that I think you did a pretty good job, and maybe you are an actor, and maybe we should stop joking around about it because I don't know. There's something about it.
No, because then I don't have the fuel. I need the fuel.
Sorry.
You have to keep joking.
So everyone leave a comment saying Stanz is cringe and can't act for shit, and then that will fuel him. He'll feed off it for the next.
And then you're going to see me in Schindler's List 2, which I hope doesn't happen. But
Return of the List.
That's not who we're worried about returning.
Well, sorry, fucking Mecha Hitler comes or some shit. I don't know. So, Stanz, before we get into this next episode of Glee, there is actually something that we didn't really pick up on that I realized. No one even commented this. I just was editing the last episode and I was like, wait, this doesn't make any
Kurt's
sense.
Gay. I know. I can't believe we didn't notice.
Why is no one talking about this?
Why is no one talking about this, dude?
I just like passed out for the whole entire of the last scene with the F slur. I'm like, wait, he's gay? What the hell?
Yeah.
No, it's the fact that
I thought he meant culturally.
Oh, no.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's the fact that Finn was like upset because he's going to be moving in with Kurt, right? That was the whole plot line. Quinn's living with Finn currently, right?
Oh, dude. Yeah, is she moving in too? What an odd trio.
They didn't mention any of that, and he was then living there for like a week whilst they like redecorated the place. And Quinn is nowhere to be mentioned or like.
She's got the place to herself.
I'm hoping that does get addressed, but it's Glee, so it's probably not. But that's crazy, right? They've done a whole entire the whole entire point was she got kicked out of her own parents' house for having a child, which was huge and like a really big deal for her. And she's not been in any episodes for like the last 8, and she's homeless.
Yeah, that is tough and doesn't make any sense, and they won't address it.
Well, I think they have to at some point because she's the baby has to exist at some point, right? She's gonna give birth, so. Yeah. Surely they address I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. But I thought it was worth mentioning because adds a whole other aspect to like their drama. That like imagine if the reason that they're having to share a room is because Quinn's got the spare room upstairs. And they just didn't talk about it.
She's just all by herself up there. That'd be so
Yeah, she can hear them screaming downstairs and he's like, get the fuck out of my house. It's also crazy because they never resolved that. Finn was told by Bert to be like, get the fuck out. And then he's never told, actually, come back. You're all right now.
Well, that's because, I mean, he said, like, hey, if this means that it doesn't work out with your mom, who I love, that's okay because I got to defend my son. I kind of think that there's a chance they're just broken up.
Yeah. Have they moved out then? Or because
if they open this episode and they have moved out, I would say, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And if they open this episode and they have like reconciled, I would probably also say that makes sense. So.
I'm just in no matter what's happened, right? Because he made it seem like Finn's got to go. The way I took it was Finn's got to go because he was cringe. But and if that means your mum leaves me, then fair. But he wasn't kicking out Finn's mum, right? Mm-hmm. So she can stay, which means that now Finn and Quinn have been kicked out of their own homes, and they were supposed to be staying with each other. So are they both homeless now, currently, canonically?
Dude, Finn is going to go live with Quinn's parents.
Yeah, they just swap. That would be so funny. If you could say the F slur in this household, but not in this one. So they just did a fucking wife swap. That's so funny. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But the only way we can find out if they do address any of this is watching the episode. So let's go and watch the episode. And if you want to watch along, you can watch on our Patreon. We have a really fucking sick extension. If this is the first time that you're hearing about this, then fucking listen up. All you have to do is go on Disney Plus and it literally syncs up 1-to-1 with our commentary and the episode. So you don't have to load anything else. It takes maybe like 5 minutes of initial setup, and then you never have to do anything else again, and you just click through wherever you want, and we're talking about it. You can pause, and it pauses both, because that's one of the downsides of live commentaries is you have to press play on 2 different things and press pause on 2 different things.
Yeah, pause on 2 different things if someone's like trying to talk to you or something.
Yeah, so this makes it super easy. You can just literally one click and you pause. We also have other commentaries on our Patreon that use the extension as well. I've been watching the High School Musical series. It's like the musical, the series. The series is so the name Brain Dead series kind of fun. And they're only like half an hour, so I can just like record and watch one in between, like if I'm waiting for something to render or something like that. So it's quite fun. And we've nearly finished season 1, and knowing that there's like Olivia Rodrigo wrote a whole entire album of one of the characters that she's in the show with is crazy, because I have purposely not looked up who it is. So I'm trying to figure out who she's actually dating in real life and then who she breaks up with. And then do they stay in the show? Because she only just finished season 4 like recently, I think. So
You're
The
too deep
album
in the
must
sauce,
have
buddy.
come out whilst they were. Yeah. Anyway, there's a whole thing, and I'm still trying to figure it out, and it's kind of fun. So go and listen if you want to join.
Patreon.com/binge and cringe.
And if you're still not convinced, here's a little snippet of the episode that we're about to watch. Yo, look at it go! That's crazy. The baby right now? What the fuck is happening? Holy, he's fucking upside down.
And we're back. We're not just back, we're back, but we're funky.
We're funky, just like the episode, because yuck, stinky. Maybe not a good episode. I don't know.
You didn't like it, but you're British. You don't like funk.
It's true. We don't have any rhythm, so or taste in our food. Ha ha. Very funny.
You're saying it. I'm not saying it.
No, I don't know. There was just a whole host of things going on. And I guess the thing that I didn't like the most was the Will and Sue plotline. But I think it worked. I just wasn't a fan of what they did. I don't think
it didn't seem like Sue would reasonably fall for Will. Although I will say that like the ending to me of her pulling back was like the perfect ending to that.
Yes. Should we give a brief synopsis? Just a brief rundown. Go ahead.
So, okay. I'm trying to think, because actually, you're leaving it to me because it's actually challenging. There was like a lot of storylines back in this episode, right? Terri Schuster is back. Will and Terri have been fully divorced. She is still working at the store. And here's the crazy thing. Because she misses Will Schuster, she's falling in love with Finn.
Yeah, this is so annoying. Both sides of this plotline are annoying. The Terri being a pedophile for some reason and then promoting Finn is crazy, thinking that it's Will and falling in love with a 16-year-old. Very weird, not sure why. Probably not going to be addressed ever again. I don't think he's even going to be. They did so much.
That has to be in the finale because they set it up.
They did so much at the start of this episode to set up the fact that he is working at Sheets and Things for no reason whatsoever. Right? They didn't have to do any of that. It wasn't like a plot contrivance. They went through fucking helter-skelter. It was like a roller coaster. I was saying in the episode that it was like whiplash. The like speed that they went from, we need to get our own back against vocal adrenaline, to then we're going to stab their tires. And then like, now we need to pay the money back. So let's get a job. And now they got jobs. It was like, what the fuck is happening?
It was literally like 6 days. The first quarter of the episode felt like it was on fast forward. Straight up.
Yeah. Just to get to that point where he's working at Sheets and Things, and then it went, they're just going to work at Sheets and Things for the rest of the episode, and it's not going to pay off, and nothing is going to happen. And the only reason it seemed to happen was so that Terri can fall in love with Finn and be a pedophile. Crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. That is only one small part of it, because you also had, Quinn and Mercedes. Racism or body acceptance arc?
We need to pause on this because that will be. I know we're on a time crunch for Stanz. He has a meeting that he has to get to. I'm basically, as soon as we finish talking about the Sue and Will part, the rest of the breakdown is going to be on that plot line because I have no understanding or what the fuck is happening there, and I need as much time as possible to try and break that down. So let's go to the.
So we'll skip that one.
Yeah, we'll go back there
because we also haven't done Rachel and Jesse.
Yeah, Rachel and Jesse. I feel like they have fucking slandered my boy Jesse, because he has been like so flip floppy on whether he's actually in love with Rachel and what's like part of the plan that's been given to him by Adele.
He cracked an egg on her head. It's actually over.
And now he's just a piece of shit. But it really felt like, I know that you hated me for loving Jesse so much, and for me saying that he did actually love her and they weren't on a break and he was on spring break or whatever the fuck. But it really felt like they had something, and that Jesse was just kind of being forced into this role by Adele Dazeem. And then she was a bitch. Last episode? Was that last episode? I think it was. The
where she was
reveal.
Like, I don't want to be your mom anymore.
Yeah, she was just horrible after spending months of work to try and be a mother, to then be like, psych, I'm going, bye. And it feels like Jesse couldn't then be like, actually, no, you know what? I am my own human being, and if you've finished your fucking trying to win Rachel over plot, I can still be on the Glee Club, and I can still be in love with Rachel if I am.
Right, he can start his winning Rachel over plot.
Yeah, he didn't need to go back. If he still actually has feelings for it, he can stay where he was.
You literally have the worst taste in Glee men. I'm telling you. Like, you're like, oh, Mr. Schue is so cool, man.
Okay, well, I don't agree with that.
Jesse's
especially
so
not
cool,
after this
man.
episode.
He's so cringe.
So I'm upset at Jesse. He had that one moment where he was like, I loved you. I was like, well, don't fucking crack an egg over it. What has she done? She's done nothing to make you not love her, right? I don't think she's done a single thing that's bad.
For sure. Yeah, exactly.
She did one music video where she was like, I'm also going to get Puck and Finn in this. And he broke up with her over it, went on spring break, and then came back and was like, I loved you, and then cracked an egg over her head. It's so cringe, dude.
Yeah, well, it's going back to vocal adrenaline, so it doesn't even matter at this point.
But I do like it for the fact of it really feels like vocal adrenaline are like an evil team. Right, they are the bad guys, and we're about to have...
they're throwing eggs.
Yeah. We're about to have the face-off.
And they can't do funk, right? They're so, like, bad and, like, stiff that they can't do funk rebellion music. So,
and we're leading up to the last episode where the whole Glee Club hates Vocal Adrenaline, and the whole of Vocal Adrenaline hates the Glee Club, and New Directions and Vocal Adrenaline are about to go against each other at regionals. It's actually exciting and good, and I'm pretty sure that like the whole entire of the next episode is basically just regionals.
That's cool.
And like plots interweaving between it. Which is why I have a bit of a gripe with this episode, because it doesn't feel like we've led up to that, right? Like, apart from making Vocal Adrenaline be a bad group that we don't like, it doesn't really feel like we're about to get the season finale next episode. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I think you're probably right, but I think network television, as I mentioned at the beginning, you can't compare movies and network television. Network television can get away with this because they can be self-contained finale next episode.
Yeah, very true. Okay, then Schue and...
You want to talk about Schue?
No. Yeah, Schue and Schue, and then we get on to the fucking crazy Quinn plotline.
Let's do it.
So Schue and Schue were will they, won't they for ages, if you pardon the Will pun. Because, what was it? Rachel was complaining to Will about, like, oh my god, I can't believe Jesse tricked me. And then he fucking stops listening to her and goes, hey, I could trick Sue Sylvester.
Which is so funny. I will say the two, like, inner monologue moments in this episode with Puck and Schue are something they did early on in the season and are some of the funniest moments. Yeah,
I do. I love the comedic aspects of the show that I do think we lose after season 1. Like some not comedy in general, but like the breaking the fourth wall kind of vibes, or like hearing inner monologues and that kind of stuff. I think we get less of as the show goes on, and that sucks because they're really funny. But yeah, he's doing an inner monologue. He's like, oh, I should seduce Sue, essentially, and then does, and Sue completely falls for it and then gets really upset.
As anyone would, to be led on just to be made to feel bad.
Yeah, I think two things are awful about it. One, seeing Will Schuester and Sue Sylvester
bend over and slap his ass and like give her a lap dance.
Yeah. God, nah, I was cringing so hard throughout all of it. We've said this a lot. If you're not watching with us, this episode is definitely worth a watch along, because...
I mean, this episode was crazy.
Yeah,
the episode wasn't good, but the react was.
yeah, watching to see the cringe in real time, I think is worth it. The fact that they were going together, it didn't work, and it was just a huge 180 from Will, because obviously he doesn't actually like Sue. So it's crazy to watch it, to see Sue kind of fall for it. Because she's not an idiot, and she's a really clever, conniving character, and you feel like... Stanz kept on saying, like, oh, this is part of her plan, right? She's going to come back.
Yeah,
it's a trick.
She's falling for it to trick him, but it actually wasn't. It was just they played it straight.
Yeah, it would be in her character for it to be a trick. That would be perfect. She's clever enough to be able to see through it, and she didn't see through it in the episode, so kind of cringe. And the added cringe of having to see them like do a will they, won't they, especially at the end when Sue turns up and is like, you have to kiss me. I'm forcing you to kiss me.
And he's gonna do it.
But he says, will anyone know? As though I just don't understand his motivation if he does like her. Just why does the knowing part matter? There's a lot that's cringe about it all. And I think Sue deserves a good person in her life, and I think it's cringe to be like, oh, she's fucking got no one, she's alone, I'm gonna seduce her because I'm hot as fuck and I can seduce anyone I want. I just need to turn on the charm.
Yeah, that is one of the most annoying parts about the show is that like, oh, sorry, Emma, Sue, Terri, everyone loves me. Adele Dazeem.
Yeah. Every woman, including the underage women, all want Will Schuester at
Rachel.
one point.
Yeah, it's so annoying. It's
yeah.
like annoying.
Okay. Anything else you want to add before we get onto the fucking very annoying plotline?
No, let's get to, I mean, hey, you call it very annoying. I think that we have very different understandings of it.
There was just a lot that was like, so they open up. Will Schuester is like, yo, we're doing a funk episode. Vocal Adrenaline don't like funk. We can bring the funk. Ow. We gotta have that funk. Ow.
He unironically does that and like bends over. So this is not a thing that Joe is just doing.
This is not a joke. This is real. This is what happened. Rick and Morty. Yeah. And then Quinn is like, I could do a good funk song. And I think quite rightly, Mercedes is like, well, I feel like maybe this is my time to shine and maybe not yours.
That's not what she says. She goes, white people can't do funk.
Yeah.
You are absolutely defending her.
Yeah, I am defending her. Yeah, I feel like that's a fair statement.
Because if Mercedes had said like, I think I should be the one to do funk, that would be fine. Mercedes was like, well, that's Whitey wants to do funk.
Yeah, that's what she's implying, right? She's saying that.
Then you're putting words in her mouth. What she said was
wanted
white
to do it,
people
and it's
can't
crazy
do
that she doesn't get a chance, right? She only gets a chance in the ensemble number at the end. They do a whole fucking funk thing. She didn't get a funk song. Crazy.
Yeah, that was weird. I agree. That's weird. Maybe they did that on purpose, so it wasn't like, hey, the black people do the funk song, which is also I'm thinking why Kurt had to do the deep voice and not Mike or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because could you imagine if the black guy in the Glee Club who hasn't had a single line was like, hey,
not Mike. Yeah, I don't know his name, but yes, the other guy that no one knows. The guy that was in the Beyonce commercial.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been weird, I agree. But knowing what they do in the future, they, like, for example, they make Tina sing Whoop on Gangnam Style, right? They do that in the future, so I don't think it was necessarily they were thinking about that too much, because they don't seem to care about it in the future at all.
Fair enough.
But anyway, I think the comparison that I made that we were both like, not disagreeing in the episode, but like we'd taken it slightly differently, was that Stanz was like, oh, Mercedes is annoyed because she's fat. And I was like, no, Mercedes is annoyed because she's black.
They said that earlier. And here's the crazy thing. I actually think it's both. It's just about noticing differences.
I think it could be both.
Unconscious biases. Yeah.
I think the episode's intention was like her, that I nearly said Amber Riley, because I'm so used to calling her Amber Riley from when we did the dive the other day. I think it was Mercedes was supposed to be like her difference was supposed to be that she was black, and that Quinn's difference was supposed to be that she was pregnant. Those were the two like big. I think that was the argument that the episode was trying to make.
Weird equivalency.
Yeah. And all of it was weird, and then the way that they dealt with it was weird, and then the way that they resolved it was weird. It didn't make any sense. So they started it off, and they were like, these two don't like each other for no reason, because Mercedes is like, only black people could do fucking funk, and then she's like, well, actually, I'm pregnant, so I could do funk, and then Mercedes hates it.
So funny.
Then fucking Quinn does the song, the performance, the whole Glee Club come to her and go, wow, that was so powerful, that was moving. They give her a hug, which is so, she performs It's a Man's World with a bunch of pregnant people, and it's supposed to be like a big like, oh wow, you're so brave, you're so powerful for doing that song, which
it was sick.
It didn't feel like that during the performance, right? It wasn't meant to be that kind of a performance. It was a good performance, but I wouldn't go and hug her after it thinking that she's like, oh, you're so powerful, you know, like I have so much respect for you,
world, bro, and she's a pregnant teen. She's at the bottom of the bottom.
It's just it was so weird. But even weirder, Mercedes' reaction. She wasn't even just
the camera crosses the room to her, and she's just sitting there.
She's
angry.
the only member that sat there really angrily, like, fuck you kind of vibes. Like, she's giving her the fucking bitch stare. And then no other scene happens in between those two. The next scene we see them together, Quinn's, I don't know, doing some fucking work in the library or something, and Mercedes comes over, and Quinn instantly goes, I'm so sorry. What the fuck happened? What happened in between? Why is she sorry?
She realized
it makes no
sense. What it
sense.
was like to live as a black woman.
But that's what I don't understand, because she has no relation or equivalency to Mercedes' plight. And also, Mercedes has no reason to think that, like, it's not like she was trying to own, like, I don't know, being black or something. Like Quinn's thing was that she was pregnant. It was nothing to do with Mercedes' thing. They didn't like contradict each other, and they weren't the same. So it's just so insane. And there wasn't a scene in between.
Both seen as negatives in society, man. It's like, you know, the black hand, white hand meme handshake, pregnant woman, black woman handshake. You know what I mean?
It's so insane. And I think you can. Like, I don't even think that people being pregnant is seen as a bad thing ever, is it? Right? Am I cringe? Am I crazy?
I don't know. I don't know a lot.
I don't think there's any negative
As you said,
stereotypes.
neither of us have been pregnant.
Yeah,
so.
Neither of us have been pregnant, in case you didn't realize. So, yeah, there was that. And then throughout their conversation, Mercedes is like, I think you were fine for doing the performance, which is like, yeah, no shit. I don't know why I had a problem in the first place. It didn't really affect you. And then I think Quinn says, like, I didn't realize how much you suffer with. I've only had to suffer with this for like the last 9 months. You suffer with this for your whole entire life. And then I'm like, what does that even mean? I don't understand. Yeah. Is it being fat? Is that what the equivalency is supposed to be? Because
that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't that from the start, right? Because the original thing was like, white people can't do funk. And she was like, yes, I can. So then the equivalency was race, but then all of a sudden it turned into her being pregnant, so the equivalency was her being fat. I just feel like they flip-flopped so much, and if they're sticking on the race part, it's crazy for Quinn to go, damn, I can't believe you deal with this all the time. As though she's been fucking... I don't think she's been affected by the fact that she's pregnant at all. Have they shown that? Has anything negative happened to her because she's pregnant? This is the first
episode where they really even gave her a belly, and the only thing negative that happened was like during the song and dance where she like had to swing it around.
Which was her choice. She didn't have
her parents
to fucking
kicked her
shake
out,
her shit.
to be fair.
Her parents did kick her out. That is true.
Yeah.
But I don't think...
Oh, and now she's living with Mercedes, by the way. There was a solve.
Yes. So apparently she's been living with Puck this whole time. Maybe that happened in like, you know, the mid-season finale where we like episode 13 when it was their performance at sectionals or regionals. I can never remember the names of which one it was. But they did their performance, and Finn found out that Quinn was pregnant, but it was with Puck, and he like got really annoyed at Puck. Maybe there was one line of dialogue where she was like, I'm staying with Puck now or something. I don't know, and we missed it, but now she's staying with Mercedes. And it feels like they just did that to get rid of like the plot contrivance of where the fuck is Quinn, rather than because of the episode making any sense. Because it didn't make any sense.
It was tying up some loose ends so that they can go into it and be like, vocal adrenaline bad, our team good, everyone has a place to live, we're happy, you know?
Maybe there was a deleted scene or something that like the way they wrote it made sense, and they were like, we have to cut this for time. It didn't make any sense to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if there is something that I missed,
then say "Mamma Mia." That's a spicy
no,
meatball.
But just tell me the thing. Don't say a code word. I need to know.
Say a code word, and then he'll reply to you, and then you can secretly
no codes. Yeah. Because genuinely, I feel like I'm the insane idiot that missed something, because there is no way that they are comparing being pregnant to being black, and that being the whole thing. And then,
buddy, no way.
And then they end the episode with them fucking both shaking hands and going, "Yeah, we recognize each other's problems." That's an insane way to end that.
Racism solved.
Yeah, hey, just live with me. Racism, misogyny, pregnancy solved. And then it ends with, as Stan said, the dance moves that pregnant Quinn is doing. So fucking insane. Holy shit, that baby's going on the fucking roller coaster. He's spinning around in there. Going, whoa, what the hell? What's going on out there?
What the hell? Yeah, she was going nuts for being a pregnant woman. Yeah.
It is so funny. More power to her. Also, hey, this is the last thing. I'm sure if you are watching the watch along, you would have already replied in the Patreon comments. But if you aren't, can pregnant people do some of those moves that were happening in the episode?
I think it's dangerous. I think
man. Not only is it dangerous, but like
but
some of them were going like from the floor to like on their toes instantly, and it feels like maybe there's something that's like physically impossible to do, right? I don't think.
Hey, I don't speak for women.
But
I let
that's
women
why
speak.
I'm posing the question and then wanting the answers, because I'm also true too.
Yeah.
I'm doing the court
So
emoji,
if women can do
but in
that,
real life
say
right now.
sheesh. That's a spicy
Jesus.
meatball in the comments.
And if
then
women
we'll know that women
can't
can do it.
say sheesh, that's a spicy meatball. But you say it with like the different
though.
inflection, and we'll understand.
Thank you. Yep. You get it. Everyone gets it.
Okay.
Joe, I
think
gotta get
we're
out of
good.
here.
Yeah.
We're good.
Is
Which
there,
is
is there anything
why
you want to
I'm
add?
going to say my favorite.
Oh, you doing your
slogan?
catchphrase? You've prepared one
course.
in advance?
Yeah, of course. These are not real. So I looked it up.
Bro, you have to go to a meeting and you're like scrolling to find a fucking catchphrase. Just say anything.
Sorry, yeah, because I thought this would be a brand thing. As I always say, rolling with my homies and meatballs. And meatballs! Don't step all over it, dude. I'm rolling with my homies and my meatballs. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching Binging Cringe.
After doing a whole fucking episode talking about comparing pregnancy with fucking race and that being crazy, you just end with rolling with my homies.
And meatballs.
Oh,
Okay, how about
bye.
this? Is this what you want? Care no matter what. Your health and well-being are our top priority. Planned Parenthood will provide healthcare services no matter who you are or where you live, and we won't stop providing care because that's what every person deserves. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, so
goodbye.
based. All right, bye.